Alrighty, so this is going to be a video on how to conduct competitor research when you already know the competitor that you're looking at and the overall genre of brand that you're looking at. But first, an energy drink. All right, so one of the first things that I usually do is I like to pop up all of their ads, um, platforms, and just anything that they're running that we can view that's publicly accessible. So we're gonna go into our trusty screen here, and for this video, we're gonna be doing competitor research on beef tallow, and essentially beef tallow is it's rendered beef fat. There's a lot of uses for it. Some people use it to fry stuff. Some people use it for skincare. Um, but in this instance, we're going to be using it for skincare. And it's essentially like a blowing up. Let's see, trends, google.com. It's blowing up. Um, so that's just going to be one thing that we're going to be looking into. So looks like for most of it, they're using it for food purposes. Not too many when it comes to skincare. But I found a brand called Neptune Health Co. And we're just going to be going through on how I would personally start running ads, and how I would personally, conduct competitor research when it comes to this. So first and foremost, I'm going to go and essentially try and see if they're running any ads. Click all ads. Or we could do Neptune Health. And then from here, you can already see that these guys are running a ton of ads. So 270 um, ads that these guys are running. So overall, pretty good. Um, Let me see. So yeah, there's just ads that these guys are running. Want the Botox look for holidays. So all of these we can essentially just start looking into downloading. So then what I do from here is I click see ad details. I'll try click save as. Shoot, it's not letting me save. But from there, I'll just click on shop now. I'll see what they're doing here. I'll take their page. I'll go into Figma. So I'll open up a new Figma. Figma is a web design tool. And there's just some certain plugins you can use so you can start seeing what these guys are designing with. So now I'm on Figma, and I'm going to go use this plugin called HTML to design. I'm going to place the URL, and I'm just going to start mining out some content, right? So now that this is running, I'm just going to keep looking, see what I can find. And then in the meantime, one of the things that I also like to do is I like to put together a sheet. So let's just call this beef tallow research. And I like to get a sense of positive reviews and negative reviews, right? So let's just say brand, top 5, top 5 positive reviews, and top 5 negative reviews. Now, when it comes to like looking at the reviews as well, one of the things that you really have to take into account is that on their webpage, oftentimes it's not really going to be the best thing. So what you have to do is you have to go onto Amazon. So let's do Neptune Tallow Honey Balm. Now, I'm not sure if these guys are listed on Amazon or if they're doing any FBA or any of those sorts. But what I like to do is just go into like what other brands are doing. I like to see who's like the leading in the space when it comes to beef tallow. And you can kind of see, how many times they've sold. And from the looks of it, it looks like Van Man tallow is probably one of the leading ones in here. So 3K plus bot, 5K plus bot. So we're going to click on here. And when we go into ratings, you can just really start seeing, what they're doing. So let's do like Van Man top 5 positive. All right, so we'll do this here. Bingo. And we'll just pop in like the top 5. Read more. So from the looks of it, it looks like one of the brands called Evil Goods. They're running some black hat campaigns where they're popping on like reviews, but they're going through other competitors and saying how Evil Goods is so much better. Tisk tisk. All right, so let's do this. Pop that in there. And basically, like, one of the things you're able to do with this is then you're able to take this content and take these reviews, and you can really just like start dialing in on the customer language. Because then what you could do is you could like bring this sheet over to chat GPT, and you could just start telling like, hey, here are the negative reviews, here are the here are the good reviews, all of those things. Craft really good ads when it comes to XYZ, or find angles that addresses these pain points. Then you can really just start seeing like whenever you're building out your product or your landing page, you can just really start seeing like, all right, what are the pain points that I should be going after? So like in this instance, one of the things that people say is that like it smells rancid oil or cheeseburgers or any of those things. So really go in and just like try to figure out what people are saying good and what people are saying bad, because then you can just start creating ads from it. So if a lot of the commonalities of the negative reviews are I don't like the way it makes I don't like the way it smells, then you could create ads to appeal to people who are already solution aware and say like, this doesn't smell like cheeseburgers. So start mining out reviews. So mine, oh man, I can't spell. Mind competitor reviews. So all of this stuff is very, very, very important. Now, let's switch gears a bit, and it's still doing this. Wow. Let's switch gears a bit and go back into the overall like language of things, right? Not language, the design of things. Now, when I was looking at what other companies were doing, it just seemed like Neptune Health Co. was probably the leading one when it came to overall UX. So this tool, HTML to Design, allows you to just download any landing page and turns it into an editable Figma file. Now, it's not always perfect, but at least it gives you like a starting point on how it's structured. So this here is just going to get it in there. Now, let's just go in and just start searching up like beef tallow skincare, and just see who's running it, right? Like who's the best one. Now, Triforge, these guys are really big in the game. Based Supplies, they seem to be pretty big in the game. Let's see, Sana. They seem to be pretty big in the game too. And one of the things that I personally like to do as well is just look at who's like buying up the shopping campaigns. So Google has shopping campaigns. Wow, why won't it let me? There we go. Google has these shopping campaigns where you can just like see who's bidding on what. You know, who's like owning the beef tallow skincare query. Darlin Skincare, I personally like their stuff. The overall UX is nice. I like the way that they, you know, put things together. They use like certain ecom plugins. Um, Now, whenever I look at pages, I always look at it first on mobile, just to see, you know. I like their overall vibe. Pretty nice. Then we have Pretty Farm Girl. Their photos look nice. It looks like a pretty typical Shopify theme, but I think at the end of the day, it's always storytelling that sells more. Forge is pretty big. These guys, man, I mean, 150K monthly visits, and I don't even think this is their main. This is their main funnel. This one too, but Tallow Bomb. You can kind of just see, you know, what these guys are doing. So you can just start going in and like, you know, getting some of these pages. So let's do this. Create a new sheet. Let's just call these competitor. And let's, oh, we found a few already. So get Darlin. So we'll call this brand name site. Add library links. Again, market research is just so important when it comes to these things. So Darlin Skincare, we'll grab their site. And then we'll also look for their Facebook. These guys aren't even showing their Facebook. So let's get out of here. Bingo. Not running ads. So I think they're a little bit of a smaller brand then. 18.4K followers. All right. Let's do Pretty Farm Girl. Are you running any ads? Let's see. About. Page transparency. Currently running ads. 61. Wow. So this brand seems pretty big. 61 ads. So that means you're at least probably spending maybe 500 to $1,000 a day. So you're gonna be in here. And then let's pop in Neptune Health Co. here. Tallow Bomb. Again, this is just like very preliminary things that I think everyone should be doing when it comes to, you know, crafting their market research. It is so important to do your market research. I mean, we're 14 minutes into this video. Very, very, very important. All right. Where was the... there we go. Let's just go back. Okay. So just these three alone, you could probably already start to like look for ad inspiration. I mean, Pretty Farm Girl is running 63 ads. Neptune Health is running 260 ads. There's at least one ad in there that you can just start, not necessarily copying, but just trying to figure out which one works the best for you. Um, the way we're going to go about that, I'm just going to show you guys in the next few minutes. So we can go through that now. So what I like to do is I like to click just on the videos, and I just see, okay, what are the main selling points? What are the main benefits? And what offer are they running? What's their offer? Sometimes offer is really the thing that matters. Oh, see, so look, this is their page. Look at that. Wow. So just very aesthetic, mom core style. So maybe that can be an angle when putting together these, the competitor slash market research. So that's kind of what I would do. Now, hopefully on Figma it loaded. Okay. So then now when it comes to the landing page side, right? Each page really comes down to a few key parts. A, you need to have the buy box dialed in. And when I mean dialed in, you need to have your buy box containing a really good offer, because this is really going to be the part where they either say, yes, I'm going to buy it, or no. So having a really good buy box dialed in is key. And then from there, you're going to have to answer what it does. So what does your, beef tallow balm do, right? What's in it? So ingredients your skin will love. Social proof. And then some type of really great guarantee. If you have all of those things, and I think you have a very well, thought out page. Now, another key part that I really think is very like underutilized is the product images. The product images in a page is so, so, so important, because whenever you have the page, set for mobile and you have your product image gallery, most people, they'll just scroll through, right? They won't even get down to the bottom. So they'll try to answer most of their questions just from the product images itself. So dial in on the product images and dial in on the other parts of the page. I think that mainly wraps up competitor research. And overall, like trying to think of the angles you want to go about your ads, how you can get angles, how you can find competitors, and just overall what to do whenever you're doing any competitor research. I hope this video was fruitful. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but if you watched closely and listened closely, hopefully you took away a few key things. All right.